4:30 in the morning. We're getting up for sunrise with the beavers. Sunrise is at 5:45 now, and it definitely gets a lot lighter earlier now. So we gotta get going. We gotta get over to Cootes, which is a 20-minute drive. We're making our coffee to go. Let's do it. It's a little colder out this morning, so I'm super thankful to have this amazing cozy hoodie from A Greener Futures. If you don't know what they are, you should definitely check them out. They organize wonderful events to clean up our environment, and not only do they do a great job of rallying volunteers to get out there and clean up litter, but they also capture and track data, which is equally as important to be able to understand where all the litter is coming from and have some insight into making a bigger impact of how to eliminate that waste. And finally, this is going to be the first morning paddle that I'm not going to be in my dry suit. Yes. In my car and ready to head out. That's the thing with morning paddles, especially when it's 4:30 in the morning, is I pretty much put everything in my car the night before, so it's ready to go. So my board, my paddle, and my life jacket. I actually have a full bin of all of my stuff, and I also plan what new day, different hat I'm gonna wear. And today is day 95, and it's an extra special one. I'm so excited. I did a full season of pumping my board, and then I got an electric pump for Christmas, and it changed my life. But it's loud. This is why you check your equipment before loading it the night before if it's gonna be an early one. I forgot that I had switched up my leash from this board to my other board, but that's why I always have a bin of goodies. I have my quick release leash for rivers. So today we're gonna have a quick release leash that isn't necessarily needed for Cootes, but it's a leash. Here we go. We gotta put on our short flexible river fin for Cootes. Even when the sun's shining, you can't see under the water, and there's lots of logs that are falling from the beavers and just from being out in wildlife. You don't want to fall in, especially this early. You need the short flexible river fin. The best. Here we go. Woo! If you watch my Cootes video, you can see that I'm pretty high from the water, so the entrance point here is a bit of a mud pit to get in, hence the rubber boots and the backpack. Paying off, baby. Shit! I don't want to get any mud on the board. Try and get the mud off the boots first. Let's get a better look at this cool hat. Amazing! We're going on the Cootes Classic Beaver Tour. It's a beaver adventure. Oh, it's so stunning. The mist off the water, the sun just rising, the birds singing. Love it. Being out in nature. And we're just getting started, and we don't know what we're gonna see. Are the kits gonna be out yet? That's a baby beaver, which baby beaver alliteration sounds way better than kit. Last spring I saw a fawn, a baby deer, just sitting in the banks by the beaver lodge. I was a little bit worried for it, so I called Wildlife Services to come check because it looked like it was maybe stuck in the mud or abandoned. But it was all okay. So cute. With their little spots. Oh. Here's one of the beaver lodges. There's one heading right at us. Love when they do that. That was a pretty big one. They do that to either mark their territory for other beavers. Maybe they think I'm a beaver. I mean, or to warn other beavers and their family that there's danger around. No, beavers, I'm not dangerous. See what I mean with the mud? You're gonna get dirty at Cootes, but it's worth it. Oh, there's a log snag. See that? Oh, you don't want a big fin. Another tasty log to snag your fins. Tons of beaver evidence. There's a lot of them around because you see a lot of beaver evidence. There's a bunch of chewed trees up here that I call Beaver Village. You can spot them from a mile away because the bottom of the tree is all white from them gnawing on the bark. Shockingly, we're lacking the beaver action this morning, but we're just about to come around my favorite part at Cootes when the sun's rising and the mist. Oh, check it out. Whoa. Oh, we got some ducklings. How is that sunrise? Talk about worth it. Getting up at 4:30. Damn it, you gotta be ready for the action. The ducklings have already gotten so big. Oh, there's a beaver right here. He's not sure about me. Sack! Right with the sunrise and the beavers and the ducklings. It's always the best time at Cootes. Cootes never disappoints. Back to back beavers. Beaver action. Ooh, that was a little one. Still good though. All right, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my morning coffee with this gorgeous sunrise and the mist coming off the water. Spring smells. The buds all coming out to bloom on the trees so it's green again and fresh, and the wildlife. And morning coffees with the beavers at Cootes. This Four Sigmatic coffee is actually really good. I thought it would taste kind of weird. I thought I had more coffee beans to grind for my morning coffee, but I only had decaf. Shit. And yesterday was a holiday, so I couldn't get more. That's like the first time I've ran out of coffee. Sucks. Anyways, my loving partner had this delicious Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee. So I put it in my press, as you saw. And yeah, it's a winner. Super tasty. So you don't always have to be paddling for it to be paddleboarding. It could be loungeboarding. Coffee morning loungeboarding. This is honestly the best way to paddleboard in the early morning, in my opinion. I mean, everything has its time and place. I'll be having a little workout later today. But this is not it. This is wake up, enjoy, and soak it all up. And hang out with you folks, yes. We have a beaver tail. A beaver tailing me, I mean. Shit. Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't know why. It just never gets old. It's the best. He's just clapping about my hat. I don't know if you can see this on the GoPro, but it's gorgeous on so much mist. It's like a volcano, and honestly, in person, I don't know, it's 2-story high mist coming off of the water, and then I turn around and on the back of the screen of the GoPro, it's like so little. I'm sure that's the same way with the beavers, right? Oh, that's crazy. And you all are looking at it like, so hard to capture on a GoPro. Trust me when I say it's stunning. So many cool things I've seen, which is pretty mind-blowing. If someone told me, oh yeah, living in Hamilton, you're gonna see all this cool wildlife. No. Yeah, backyard birds and maybe the odd cool thing here and there, but Cootes, hidden gem, man. Honestly, I never see anybody out here. One time I saw someone, it's like, hey, you paddle adventure? Oh, do I come here? I read your blog on Cootes, this is awesome. Like, oh, that's so nice. I want to encourage more people to get outside, enjoy nature, especially just in their backyard. You don't have to go on some big expedition or adventure to see cool things or experience nature and the natural world. Even if you don't have a paddleboard. There's a small little trail here that doesn't go all the way, but it'll go some of the way. Enough that you can see the beavers. So yeah, I'm just excited to get people out, motivated to enjoy their backyard. So get outside, even if it's just to step outside and get fresh air, take a deep breath, go to your park. Oh, so many opportunities. And I feel so lucky and privileged to live in Canada. Anyways, I'm rambling because now I've had some coffee. That's usually how it happens. If you see any of my videos, you see the start where, you know, I'm fired up and excited, and then you see the end and it's people think I'm high or something. Yeah, no, I'm not high. I'm just an excited person about wildlife and life and enjoying it all. I mean, how do you not get pumped about this? Oh. We're enough yammering on. We're going to continue our adventure cruise Cootes tour down into Muskrat Alley through the mist. Ah, it was time to stand up and stretch. It's so cool and special coming to the same location, same paddling spot all year round because it's so different. All of this brush is starting to come up and it'll be over my head by the middle of the summer, which is super cool. I always pick up garbage anytime I see it, and unfortunately, garbage likes to collect around fallen branches, trees, the beaver lodges, so. Kind of gross because I don't have gloves or my pickers on, but I do need to organize a spring SUP litter cleanup. I like to come out. It's pretty awesome because you never know what you're gonna find. I found some cool stuff before, like a rubber ducky and a basketball. And then, just like my hoodie this morning, I capture the data and send it to a Greener Futures. Great Lakes Great Responsibility also does tracking for number of pieces of garbage, and Cootes is part of the Great Lakes as it's part of Lake Ontario. What do we have here? I think it's another Laker ice can. If you follow me on Instagram, I did a story where one morning I came out and that's all the garbage I saw was these Laker ice cans, and they looked fresh. There was 3 of them, and there was this gentleman at the launch point and exit. I'm exiting out, and the only thing on my board is this fresh Laker ice cans. I think he thought I was out crushing Laker ice at 6 a.m. Yep. Of course it was Laker ice. Clean up after yourself. I never understood that. If you're interested in doing a litter cleanup on your SUP, I have a blog post on it and I'll link it in the description of this video. All right, we're gonna continue our paddle and we're gonna head back up where we came from to see the beavers again. Yes. I was just paddling back, enjoying and of course the GoPro's off, and all of a sudden I hear a rustle in the bush, and then this beaver just books right at me from the side, just slits right in. It was epic. Oh, whoa, what? Are they falling from the sky? Oh man, that was so cool. I wish you saw it. I'm so sorry. Slippery little guys. It's okay. There'll be more beaver adventures. And there'll be more beavers out for us to see and hang out. Look at those sunken logs. Now with the sun up, you can see them a lot better, but when the sun is rising, it's darker. It's really hard to see them. Even then, if you're not paying attention and if you have a long fin, then it is going to catch you and you're gonna get dunked. Not fun. I will do a video on fins, but until then, I do have a blog post on it and I'll link it in the description. Whoa! Did you see that mink on that log? Whoa, as if I just got that close. Do you see him rubbing his face on the mud? So cool. They're so cute. Too bad they're so vicious. They're not invasive here, but they are little bastards. So I really hope they're not eating all my baby beavers. Here's where we need to get out. Muddy. With this not being the most friendly or beginner friendly entry and exit, I like to get everything from my board organized and on my bag first. Sometimes it's really sunk in mud, so I'll put everything in my bag and then I'll literally throw it up on the grass and then haul my board up. I've even had to use my leash to grab my board because this is not a fun exit. The awesome thing with the backpack is it's easy to just put on your back and you can have hands free. Awesome. Oh, stuck in the mud. Oh yeah. Shit. Woo! There you go, any way to get it done, right? This is why you gotta get ready to get muddy at Cootes. Awesome morning paddle. It's the best coming out of the trail because it does kind of look weird. I'm coming out from this muddy bridge, and this whole path has a lot of people biking or commuting to work or running or whatever. Usually get quite a few looks. A, because they don't see a paddleboarder here very often, and B, because I'm normally wearing an excellent hat. Well, I say our short river fin here saved us a few times. I try and get off as much mud or wetness, and then I roll it up and put it in my trunk. Try to remember not to change before you roll up your board, because the board will be wet and muddy even if you do dry off a bit. So you're gonna get muddy and wet again rolling up your board. When I get home, I'll take out my board to dry. If it's really dirty, I'll give it a clean, or if I'm packing it away to go somewhere, I'll give it a clean. Or if I'm going to a different lake or ocean or river, then I'll give it a clean too, so I'm not cross-contaminating. Yow! Until next time, happy paddling, have great adventures out there, have a great day.